Hello and welcome to the next episode of aaimba Conversations. Today we are here with Tarik Chebli. My name is Felix Adumata, as you probably know. And of course we are going to talk with him about his life, his uprising, where he comes from, and of course his works. It's quite amazing. I mean, I always feel like I'm in a fairy tale world when I look at his work. So welcome to Tarik.
Yeah, nice.
Welcome to the exhibition.
Yeah.
Or conversation, but better to say. So the first thing that I really like to ask everybody who I'm talking to about art is like, why you started, why do you?
It's a very interesting question. Why we do art? Actually, I was interested in the subject, and I was listening to childhood psychologists, and they say that creation is always because of a miss of something.
Yeah.
You know, when the mother is with the child, when the mother goes, the child starts to draw, and when she comes back, just the child shows a drawing to the mother. I think it's always to fulfill a miss, a lack of something. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in my case, I lost my mother when I was a child, but this psychologist, Boris Cyrulnik, his name is, he say 80% of the artists are orphan, or and the rest very often got problem with one of the parents.
Okay.
So I think I started like this, just to fulfill a void.
Okay, so it was, you said it was something you was missing. Your mother went away.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us something about that? I mean,
Well, it's pretty. It's pretty personal.
Okay, it's pretty personal. You don't need to talk about it.
It's alright.
But so how did it affect you, or how could you move out of that emotional of that empty space that you were in?
I mean,
how did it help you to get out, and at which age did it start?
At 9.
At 9, yeah.
Well, I was starting to drawing, to create my own world. Also to escape maybe a bit. And I was feeling good in my drawing world.
Yeah. So what kind of paintings do you started with anyway? So is it more like drawing, like you drew your childhood heroes? Like, I mean, I started with drawing like figures of the Lion King. That's where I started my thing with. And I was love to redraw like Nala, Simba, or Mufasa. That's where I started with. So what was your point? Where did you start?
Well, I started with a very how can I say, hardcore drawing. Blood,
Okay.
monsters.
Okay.
It's the complete opposite of what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Okay.
I was sad.
Okay.
And also after I was at school, I was drawing comics, and the heroes, the characters were real people of my class or teachers, and I made story between them, stuff, and everybody was reading it, even the teacher. And it was with humor. It was funny.
Okay, so it was comic. But it's quite a wide range. I mean, it was comics with humor, but you also said it was blood in it. It was quite.
I'm
quite
extreme
dark.
person.
Okay.
Always extreme. It's hard to find.
It's hard to find the middle.
Yeah. It's a golden middle.
Okay, so tell us where you're from actually. I mean, what was your birthplace? And
I was born in Nantes, in France. So Nantes is in the northwest of France. It's a big city, nice city. Then I studied in Rennes.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Berlin. Yeah, because as an artist in France, you have to live in Paris, and Paris was a bit expensive to me, and Berlin. It's reputation of Berlin is the freedom, the cheap rent.
Cheap rent, of course.
And I wanted to speak English to meet new people, to explore.
Yeah. So tell us more about your uprising in Nantes. How is it? How is it like when you're growing up in Nantes in the north of France?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the city is very nice. It's a rich city. Left political. People are very nice. Yeah, yeah. No, it was.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was your studies you studied
In Rennes.
In Rennes? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what was the decision for you? First of all, what did you study there anyway? And second of all, what was your decision to study that subject?
I studied plastic art research.
Okay.
And I have a master thesis of plastic art research.
Yeah.
First, I find it. Oh yeah, and before I did a year of applied art, only technical.
Okay.
So it was very, very technical. 7 hours of drawing every day.
Wow.
You got a number, like a rank in the school. It was very stressful, but no creativity at all. Only techniques.
Really?
Yeah, only techniques, only reproductions. And for 1 year, and after I went to the university, so plastic art university. Then it's the opposite. No technique, but only creativity.
Freedom.
Yeah,
freedom.
So it was interesting, those two worlds of the art.
Yeah.
And first I was very lazy. I was not focused at all. I was missing classes. I was not so much into. It took me 3 years, maybe.
3 years. Yeah. Okay.
At the third years, I completely changed. I started to read, to discover this world of art philosophy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I completely changed, and I also become friends with some of my teachers.
Yeah.
We had nice conversation. And
So what was the turning point for you where you said, okay, I need to focus, or I need to, or I want to do it? Sometimes it's just not a need, but also I want, or a desire.
It's difficult to say. I don't know, actually. I think I needed time. I think everyone needs his own time.
Yeah, of course.
I think you have childhood part, the careless part, and at one point, I don't know, you start to build your future.
Yeah.
And I think everyone got his own time
when it starts and when not. Beautiful. So what was the transition for you? I mean, you said as an artist in France you have to live in Paris. I mean, France is quite a centralistic country. I mean, you only hear about Paris and some minor countries like Marseille. I know Marseille and some smaller things, but you're right, it's quite central. But what was your decision? What was the decision for you to say, okay, I want to go to Berlin? You could have gone to a Spanish-speaking country like Madrid or Barcelona. I mean, I don't know how the expenses over there are, but why Berlin?
Many artists go to Berlin. Much more artists than we think, actually. Since 20 years or 10 years, it's 10 years. Many artists go there for some years and then come back to France. And the city who got the biggest art market, as I know, in Europe is Paris, London, and Berlin. And Paris and London, it's more complicated than Berlin. Berlin is easier. The price. I don't know. Berlin is I would say it's more new art market. Paris and London, it's much more older. It's much more installed.
Like you have these boundaries that you cannot escape, right? I understand what you mean. So it was also a financial decision for you to say, okay, so you're also trying to, of course, sell your works and give it to other people. So do you have somebody that you're working with, like an art dealer, or how do you sell your works? How do you get to your customers? How do you?
I'm working with a gallery in Paris since 3-4 years. I am resident in this gallery. It's Akie Arishi Gallery.
Okay.
Akie Arishi.
Aki Arishi. Okay.
It's in
Never heard of it.
in Paris, in Bastille,
Okay.
the 11th arrondissement.
Okay.
And it's a small gallery, but 28 years old gallery.
Wow. Nice.
It's owned by
Good
the Japanese woman. Aki.
Beautiful.
I like her very much.
Yeah, I can believe
We
it.
are friends.
So how did you get in touch? How did she
Well,
get to know you and
it's
vice versa?
it's through a teacher.
Okay.
Teacher in Rennes. We become friends with this teacher. He liked my personality, maybe a bit outgoing, a bit aggressive,
Yeah.
and
I cannot imagine that you're an aggressive
no,
right now.
yeah. So what am I saying? Oh yeah, and so this teacher is in this gallery also,
Yeah.
and the gallerist Akie was traveling in France to find artists, and she was in Rennes at the moment, and my teacher said, hey, why not go to Tarik's flat? I was living in a VG, how do you say in English?
Yeah, I don't know.
With a flatmate,
Yeah,
and I had my atelier in my room, and I had also an atelier in my under the ceilings of the buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the rooftop.
Yeah.
Like
No, not the rooftop, under.
under. Yeah, I know. I
The
know.
ceiling,
I don't
yeah.
know the English word.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it
Yeah.
like this.
And she came, and she liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got a bit of Japanese sensibility.
Okay.
You know, the nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this work could actually also look like a Japanese garden. I mean,
Yeah.
they are quite famous for their famous gardens, right?
Yeah.
So
It's from maybe we will talk about it later, but
yeah,
it's a lake in Japan.
okay, beautiful.
Thank you.
So it's quite an amazing journey. Yeah, it's I mean you started in Nantes, then you studied again in Rennes, then you moved to Berlin.
Yeah.
So what do I want to ask again? Like,
My plants?
yeah, what are your plans actually for the future? I mean, where are you going? Where are you headed? Anyway,
Yeah, I would love to live in Paris.
you love to live.
I would love to live in Paris for
Okay.
for a bit, because Paris, the museums are amazing. You know?
Yeah, of course.
The exhibition,
Yeah.
museums in Paris.
It's different
I-
still.
yeah. And I have many friends there, and I think it's my time to go there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's get back to coming to Berlin. So what was your first experience coming here, and what did you actually do, or how do you really get to know people?
Well, I came, and I was going. I was wake up very early in the morning, and all the day I was going to galleries, to museums, to art space, asking for an atelier.
Yeah.
Took me a month to find an atelier.
Okay.
Like
Was this one?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
This one, and it's very big and not so expensive, and very close to my place. So when I came to Berlin, I was extremely lucky. Everything came to me.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
It was like you did the wrong decision. You did the right decision,
Yeah.
and everything came with it. Right.
Yeah.
It's like the universe is like giving you the permission to proceed. Right.
Yeah, when I came. Yeah. After it's changed. But when I came,
Okay.
first year, yeah.
In which way it changed?
I don't know. People I know here went away from Berlin.
Okay.
I don't have the excitement of the city like I had when I came.
I see it can be quite tough when you're here for quite longer time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a weight that is always on you. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It's time for me to go to another adventure.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So you're planning to move?
Yeah.
Move on?
Yeah, this summer.
Okay. So where? Paris or?
Yeah, we try Paris. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have regular income, and it's gonna be complicated, but it's doable.
How do you survive anyway in these times? I mean, we're still in like Corona still around, still hitting. So
I
how do you
survive
survive?
through online. I sell online because Corona. Yeah, okay, I understand it's hard for some artists, but the online galleries sell more than ever.
Yeah,
during
of course,
Corona.
yeah. I heard.
Yeah, so I put my stuff online. I will get contact by online galleries, and yeah.
Yeah. So
I
you also said the origin is online.
yeah.
Beautiful. So that's a good way for you to survive, to maintain.
Yeah. I actually survive like this since 2 years, maybe.
Okay.
Only with this.
Okay. Nice. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a good way to do it. So let's stop here and let's continue to the next episode. We're gonna talk about his works, of course, the one that's standing behind us, and I'm really excited to get to know his inspiration and where he get his ideas, of course. So stay tuned. We're gonna see us in the second episode. See you. Welcome to the second episode of this conversation with Tarik Chebli. And of course, we are going to talk about his works now, the one behind me and also two other works. So, Tarik, first of all, in the first episode, you said that you were quite doing something totally different from what we are seeing on the wall now.
And when I was little, yeah.
Yeah, when you were little. So, can you give us somehow a plan? Where did you start and how did you came here to do this works?
Well, I'm fascinated by the unknown. I'm fascinated by excited by adventures, like things we don't know, things we haven't discovered, like virgin places, like a country we appear in no maps.
Yeah. Okay.
Like exploring.
Okay.
I like this.
So it's still a kind of fairy tale world where you can escape and where you can think of different things that maybe are not existing at all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Before the world were more magic because people didn't know everything. They didn't know science. They didn't know. They haven't made all the earth. So it was magic. A dragon existed.
Yeah.
Gods. And and stuff. And I like this. I think I miss spirituality somehow in our world. And in nature, in the wildness, I find this magic.
Okay.
I find this, and it's like an endless world. It's like it's not finished yet. It's like, I like this.
Still sometimes something virgin in it, something like there's something to explore, something you will know, something you don't know. Okay.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery is a key for me in art.
Okay.
When there is no mystery, then it's getting boring.
Yeah, of course.
And to me, boredom is an enemy of art. When we are boring, we watch movie, we go exhibition.
But also, I mean, isn't boredom also some kind of the essence of art? Because the way that I feel sometimes, I need to be. I mean, I don't need to feel bored, but I need that space within myself where other people would say, "Oh, that's boring what you're doing." A lot of people that I know would say what I'm doing is maybe quite boring. It's not interesting. It's not fresh. Or what you are doing is not really with energy. It's like, why? You're sitting in a room with yourself all the time and painting this. So what is boredom to you? Because it's sometimes...
To me, boredom is when artwork is too easy.
It's too easy, okay.
It's too easy in the understanding part.
Okay.
Not in the technical part, of course.
Yeah.
When it's only technique, for instance, it can be very nice, very beautiful, but it's boring. Why? Because there is this lack of mystery.
Yeah, mystery. adventure.
Yeah,
like
mystery is forever.
emotion. Yeah.
You can look a painting from 1,000 years ago, and there is still this thing.
Okay.
And
I
so
love the idea. Yeah.
that's why I like to maybe not. Yeah, I like to play with abstract shape
Yeah.
and figurative form.
Yeah.
So the abstract shape become figurative
Yeah.
because there is a figure next
Yeah.
to, so then with the shadow, maybe it's a fish swimming, and so.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's abstract in
Yeah.
itself, and so it's like it's an unknown species. It's like, and that's what gives, I think, this impression of fairy tale, of new world.
Yeah. So what is this piece called? What's the name of it?
It's called Chico Gabbana. It's
Chico Gabbana.
yeah, it's in Japan. Chico Gabbana is in English like a lake,
Yeah.
but it's monument. What can I say? It's a huge monument, very respected, very
Okay.
like Eiffel Tower in France, let's
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
In Japan, Chico Gabbana. It's
Okay.
it's a protected natural lake,
Yeah.
like this, very clear, very colorful.
Yeah.
There is many picture of it. Many artists go there.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is it.
So you find your inspiration in the nature. So
Yeah.
I can imagine you are outside a lot and then going
Yeah.
to parks. And
Yeah.
we were talking about Japan in the first section.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Japan in this section. So how does Japan or the Japanese culture play in your art, of course, and of course in your life? I mean, is it
It's not conscious, actually. It's
Okay.
just a coincidence that
Yeah.
I'm like this. Japanese art is a lot about the gesture. And sometimes you can see the gesture here, for instance, those,
yeah,
this, just one movement.
one movement? Okay.
And also the nature, of course. Japanese always, they like nature.
Yeah.
But what is not really Japanese, I would say, is that there is not much emptiness.
Yeah.
And Japan art is half empty, half full.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a coincidence that I'm not always looking at Japanese stuff. No.
Yeah. Okay. So, but what's your work process when you start doing your works? Because what people maybe cannot see right now is that this is quite a three-dimensional artwork, art piece. So you also put certain things on the canvas, and then I don't know what kind of things is this, and where does the idea originate in your head, and how do you put this?
The idea came from Anselm Kiefer.
Anselm Kiefer,
You know him? German
artist.
artist living in Paris. He did a retrospective in 2015.
Yeah.
And I was amazed. It was in Georges Pompidou Center.
Yeah, I saw this on Instagram.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, I really liked it really much. And it's with a lot of structures.
Yeah.
It's much more than I.
Okay.
Actually, it's very, sometimes sick like this.
Yeah.
And give so much feeling to me. It's haptic feeling.
Haptic, yeah.
The ability to touch with the eyes.
Yeah.
It gives other sensations than the flatness.
Okay.
It's other sensations here.
Yeah.
Here, for instance, it's flat.
Yeah.
And more you come, it's so
getting out.
Yeah. So for this one, it's more for perspective effect also somehow. And also when I'm looking at lake and nature into the water, I love those. That it's not flat. Those holes, curves.
You know, I had the feeling that the work is coming to life. It's like all the plants or all the animals or the fish inside of the water are trying to like cut out of the image and get out to the real world and try to exist try to exist in the real world. So
Yeah, because there is something fascinating about artists like the accidental. When you do something by accident,
yeah,
it's much more alive.
yeah,
It's much more energetic. It's much more. It's very hard to explain. Many tried, but when you do something consciously, it's not like this. But when you just throw paint, yeah, then it's a live effect.
Yeah.
It's why?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
But do you always have? I mean, you say you like the accident, of course. But do you also have like? I mean, how do you start anyway? I mean, you don't say, okay, I'm gonna put a color here first, or are you standing in front of a white canvas and then you just start putting colors on, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna do some over here and I'm gonna do some over there.
Yeah, actually, this one. Well, I was sick 2 weeks ago because I was sleeping in my atelier and I get an intoxication. So
bad.
Never sleep in your atelier. And while I was not able to paint, I was thinking about it, and I was all the steps were in my head already, and I knew the accident, the freedom I will take in some parts. I knew how I was. I knew the plan, not know how it will look like, but I knew the plan. I knew the technique, and some technique like those not precise. I know it will be a lot of random chance on it, but I start for the background because it's a landscape, so it's hard to do a landscape without doing the background in the first place. So and then I come like this.
Okay, nice. Because sometimes I also saw that you have some details in it. I mean, you cannot put details in it without thinking about it first place. I mean, you have to. Oh, that's in my opinion. I don't know how you see it. I mean, you saw this and then you said, okay, well, I'm going to put a plant over here and I put a plant over there. But anyway, what I would love to talk with you about is these color drops that you have inside everywhere. I mean, you just mentioned it that it's something you would just randomly do, just because you want to keep the magic.
It's complicated to explain. It's not randomly do. It's planned, but I plan the random part. I plan the accidental part.
How can you plan an accident part?
It's like I say, oh, I need something here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna shoot. Okay. And I know I don't know how it will
look like. Okay, of course. Okay.
It's a bit like this, impulsive.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Sometimes it's like ping pong game.
Okay.
In ping pong, you don't think.
You
just and you do move you cannot do again.
Sometimes.
You smash, but you cannot do it. It was just in the moment. It was.
Okay. I understand. It's very.
Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it's more planned.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I plan the ping pong game.
Yeah. Okay.
I plan that this place it will be like this. It will be these techniques.
Yeah.
But I don't know the final result, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Nice. Okay. It's quite. I can see that you're in your world when you're painting. You're like in a deep space where you feel with connected with yourself. Very much, I guess. So let's move on and talk about the second piece of work.
Yeah,
which is standing right over here. Maybe we move this. So now we're standing on the second piece that I really want to talk about now. I guess you just start by telling us the name of this piece, and then you walk us through.
The name is it's just bird, but I'm gonna change it.
You're gonna change it.
Yeah, this idea came from it's an advice from Leonardo da Vinci to look a very old wall and a ruined wall, and in it with a curve with the accident part, then you you work your imagination to find a composition for a new painting, because he was bored of the painting of his student. So he advised them to watch a old wall like this. And there is also the same in Asia, in China actually, the same advice from an artist. I don't remember the name, but it was you put a white sheet on it, and you wait until your eyes see the curve and stuff, and also to find a new composition from the accident.
Okay.
And so it's
the magic.
It's this idea of alive walls. A life wall. It's like an organic wall. You know? There is cement in it, life coming, birds, and organic parts. It was the idea.
Okay. I find this work quite amazing.
I think.
Because just like you just said, it really feels like it's organic. It really feels like it's like you took it from nature and put some abstract parts to it. And of course you have the birds inside, and for me, I can really imagine this not only as a fantasy world, but also as a real world, as an existing part in nature. And I also love that you don't have, it's not detailed to the fullest, you know? It's not really detailed. I mean, you got the birds, of course, they are quite in detail, but all the rest is like taking a step back. It's like you are in the forest, and you're seeing you're seeing waterfalls and some water dripping off some edges because it just rained or anything like that. And of course, when you look up, you see like some plant where you cannot look through because it's so deep, like, you know. I can escape in this image. It's like you are watching a Jumanji film. You know Jumanji? Yeah. It's like an imagination of it. I get lost in it, and then I feel like really I'm in an organic state. I love this work.
Yeah, I think
I love this work.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. So
yeah. So, but I'm still fascinated about the technique that you're doing. So, I mean, the works are lying on the ground, I guess. And then you just said you have cement that you are using to create these three-dimensional escape figurine. So where do you find those cements? I mean, you go on the wall and cut it up, put it all off?
No, I work with it.
Okay.
In this one, there is a lot of cement, for instance.
Oh, really?
I buy in the Baumarkt and
So you mix it yourself and then you put it on. So do you mean it's not like cement is quite fluid, and do you make the stones before you put them on, or do you just let them drop?
Actually, it was from another pieces from another painting that I just destroyed. Because I used to destroy paintings. That's I don't know why. And then I take the pieces from it, like this one.
Okay.
Then I put.
Then you put color on it. Wow. But what is this one?
This one is an old canvas.
It's an old canvas. So you destroyed it and then you used it for this.
Yeah, exactly. I destroyed it. It was here, and then I put it. I put a lot of paint on it. So it's very stable, right? It's very solid.
I see. But I can imagine that this one is one of the accidental areas that you planned but also not planned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. This technique is to put. It's with those wall painting, building painting.
Yeah.
Then you put raw painting in it. And you don't really mix. You just do one or two and
shake it one or twice. Okay. So wasn't you scared that it's gonna destroy this, or did you put this one first and then you painted the bird?
I don't remember which one I put, but I'm not scared to destroy.
Okay,
Never.
perfect. That's good.
That's also a problem because sometimes I work for months and I destroy it, and so it's like but I like this idea of wasting. Like the Tibetan monk. Who do mandalas with the sand, and then
it disappears one day.
Just for one religious party, and after it go. I find it so romantic, so beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. It's not rational, for sure, but
it doesn't mean. The word is not rational. I guess. I hope.
Yeah, and art doesn't have to be rational.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Not everything. Wow. I have to clap for you because really, it's like I love to talk about artists just because of this, because it's a total different perspective than I have in my mind very often, Sometimes I always try to be quite rational and try to be focused on different other things, but I also try to free my mind, get new ideas in, and that's exactly why I'm doing this. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing your artworks. Thank you very, very much. Beautiful. So we're gonna wrap this up here. I think that's too much inspiration for today. I need to sort it all out. So thank you, Tarik.
Thanks to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tarik Chebli. Beautiful. Look at this. Wow. So I hope you're gonna be tremendously successful with your works, and I hope your dreams are going to come true.
Thank you.
Moving to Paris again, having to live there and to work there, and everything else. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So thank you for watching this episode. Hope you're gonna see you again to the next one. Bye bye. Peace.